Before TikTok, the internet was predictable. Facebook was the giant. With billions of users, it had reshaped the very idea of being online. It wasn't just a website, it was the social network. The place where families shared vacation photos, high school friends reconnected, and political movements were organized. Instagram was its younger, cooler sibling. It was glossy, filtered, aspirational, perfect bodies, perfect vacations, perfect food. Every scroll felt like a magazine, designed to make you want just a little bit more from life. And then there was YouTube, the king of video. Long-form, creator-driven, and built on communities that were passionate, obsessive, and loyal. From beauty gurus to gamers, from filmmakers to vloggers, YouTube was where you went not just to consume, but to belong. Serious tone. Together, these platforms created an ecosystem. Each had its place, each had its rhythm, and for nearly a decade, they looked unshakable, excited, fast. But here's the thing about the internet. The moment you think you've figured it out, something new sneaks in through the back door, and no one, not Facebook, not Instagram, not YouTube, saw it coming. Serious. See, the giants of social media all had a flaw, a subtle one, hidden in plain sight. Facebook was about who you knew. Your feed was your friends, which meant if your friends were boring, so was your feed. Instagram was about what looked good, a constant highlight reel, beautiful, but fake, exhausting. And over time, people felt the pressure. Not everything in life is a sunset in Bali. And YouTube rewarded the marathon. Longer videos, longer watch time, deeper dives, great for creators, but not for attention spans shrinking by the second. And in that little crack, between boredom, exhaustion, and shrinking attention, something new had room to grow. Something strange, fast, and fun. Serious, almost nostalgic. It didn't start with TikTok. It started with an app most people today barely remember, Musical.ly. Released in 2014, it wasn't built in Silicon Valley. It was built in Shanghai by two entrepreneurs who had one crazy idea. What if people didn't just listen to music online, but performed it? Musical.ly let users record themselves lip-syncing to songs, with simple editing tools to make the clips funny, creative, or just plain weird. At first, almost no one cared. The app was clunky. The idea felt gimmicky. But then, something strange happened. Excited. Across the US and Europe, teens began flooding Musical.ly with clips, dances, skits, inside jokes. It became their playground, their secret world. And slowly, it grew. By 2016, Musical.ly had millions of daily users. Beijing, 2017. While Silicon Valley obsessed over Facebook's dominance and Snapchat's dog filters, a Chinese startup called ByteDance was building something far more ambitious. ByteDance wasn't interested in connecting friends or following influencers. Their obsession was one thing: content recommendation. What if, instead of showing people what their friends posted, an app could figure out exactly what you wanted before you even knew it yourself? That's what ByteDance had perfected with their news app, Toutiao, and they wanted to apply that magic to video. So in 2017, ByteDance bought Musical.ly for nearly $1 billion. Overnight, they had a gateway into the Western market and millions of teenage users ready to fuel the fire. And in 2018, Musical.ly was reborn with a new name, a new design, and a new mission: TikTok. At first, TikTok seemed harmless, just another rebrand, a place for goofy dances and memes, the kind of app adults downloaded once, laughed at, and deleted. But hidden beneath the surface was the weapon that would change everything: the For You page. Unlike Facebook, you didn't need friends. Unlike Instagram, you didn't need followers. Unlike YouTube, you didn't need to subscribe. TikTok's For You page decided for you. The algorithm watched your every move, every scroll, every pause, every time you rewatched a clip, and it learned. Faster than any other algorithm in history. TikTok could map your sense of humor, your taste in music, even your secret insecurities, and then it fed them back to you, one addictive clip at a time. Most social media apps wanted you to stay longer. TikTok wanted something else. It wanted you to keep coming back, and the key was speed. Videos weren't 10 minutes long, they weren't 5, they were 15 seconds. Short enough to never bore you, addictive enough to never let you go. And suddenly, teens weren't spending minutes on TikTok, they were spending hours. Entire nights disappeared in endless scrolls. Kids stopped watching TV. They stopped caring about Facebook. Instagram looked fake and slow. YouTube looked boring and long. TikTok had hacked attention itself. For many, it looked like a fad, but in truth, it was the beginning of a takeover. Because while the rest of the world laughed at TikTok, while parents rolled their eyes and YouTubers mocked it, one fact was becoming undeniable. TikTok wasn't just another app. It was a mirror, it was a stage, and it was about serious low tone. At the heart of TikTok's rise isn't just funny dances, catchy songs, or viral memes. Those are the symptoms. The real engine, the real monster hiding beneath the surface, is the algorithm. The algorithm that knows you. A shift from social graph to interest graph. Serious explanatory. For more than a decade, social media revolved around what we call the social graph. Facebook, it was about your friends. Instagram, about who you followed. Twitter, the people you subscribed to. YouTube, your favorite creators. Everything you saw was filtered through relationships, but TikTok broke the system. It didn't care who your friends were. It didn't care how many followers you had. Instead, TikTok built an interest graph. Excited, rising tone. It said, forget who you know. We'll show you what you like. And suddenly, a 14-year-old in Kansas could watch the same video as a 35-year-old in Paris. Not because they were connected, but because they both loved the same kind of content. That shift was revolutionary. How the machine sees you. Every second you spend on TikTok, the machine is watching not just what you like, not just what you comment, but how long you pause, what you replay, what you swipe away from instantly. Serious, explanatory. To the algorithm, every movement of your thumb is data. And every data point builds a profile, a living, breathing map of your brain. And unlike Facebook's clunky friend lists or Instagram's static follows, TikTok's profile updates in real time. Watch one cooking video, you might get another. Watch 3. Suddenly your feed is a buffet of recipes. Ignore them for a day, the algorithm moves on. It's personalization at the speed of thought. And here's where things get wild. On YouTube, going viral takes months of grinding, perfect thumbnails, and SEO magic. On Instagram, it takes a perfectly curated aesthetic and years of follower building. But on TikTok, anyone could blow up overnight. Because TikTok doesn't just serve content to people who already follow you. It tests your video. First with a small pool. If those people watch it through, it pushes to more. If they rewatch, even more. If they share, boom. The algorithm catapults it onto millions of screens. A teenager filming a goofy dance in their bedroom could reach 1 billion people. Creators weren't just posting for their friends, they were posting for the world. The creator gold rush. And when creators realized this, the floodgates open.
When TikTok first appeared, it wasn't even TikTok. It was Musical.ly, a quirky lip-syncing app where teens mouthed lyrics into their phones. Nobody took it seriously. Not Apple, not Facebook, not even YouTube. But then, ByteDance stepped in. They merged Musical.ly with their own app, and overnight, TikTok was born. TikTok's power wasn't about followers or status, it was about the algorithm. Unlike Instagram, it didn't care who your friends were. Unlike YouTube, it didn't make you hunt for content. TikTok studied you. Every second you paused, every video you rewatched, every sound you skipped. It built a profile of your deepest interests and then served you clip after clip that you couldn't look away from. That For You page? It was like a slot machine for your attention. Every swipe was unpredictable. Every video felt like it was made just for you. And that unpredictability kept you pulling the lever again and again and again. At first, it was fun, just silly dances and lip syncs. But the algorithm didn't care about fun. It cared about what worked. And what worked was everything. Suddenly, TikTok wasn't just an app. It was the place where culture was born. Songs didn't climb the charts because of radio. They climbed because of TikTok dances. Fashion didn't spread through magazines. It spread through TikTok trends. Even language changed. Slang, memes, jokes, they all came from TikTok. It wasn't just shaping what people watched, it was shaping who they were. Old songs, like Fleetwood Mac's Dreams, exploded back to life because of one viral video. Unknown artists like Lil Nas X became global superstars because their song spread like wildfire on TikTok. For the first time, the music industry wasn't controlled by labels. It was controlled by teenagers with smartphones. And it didn't stop at music. TikTok became the new Google for Gen Z. Recipes, advice, news. You searched TikTok. Why? Because it felt real. It wasn't faceless articles, it was actual people showing you, telling you, living it. And that's when the giants woke up. Instagram panicked and launched Reels. YouTube scrambled and launched Shorts. But none of them could match TikTok's secret weapon, that perfectly addictive feed, because for the first time in over a decade, Facebook wasn't leading. YouTube wasn't leading. Even Instagram wasn't leading. They were copying, chasing, trying to keep up. TikTok wasn't just in the game. It was running the whole show,